This is Dennis Peacock with another edition of the Transforum. Recently I shared on having watched the discussion between President Obama and the Republican Party leaders in Washington, D.C. that transpired several weeks ago. This is not dated news we're talking about now, because we're talking about the significance of the time in which we live. And I made the comments that President Obama had stated that he'd been so demonized by the conservatives that there was no way that the Republican Party could meet him in the middle without jeopardizing their own political base, thinking they were sellouts. And I made the comment that the left-right game has been over, and we on the Transforum, and me personally, we've been talking about that for years. We have come to a stalemate where short-term tactical politics is trumping the benefits of the American people. Now, what I want to say is we are going to make some shifts and adjustments in the Transforum. We're going to maintain analyzing current news with those 6 world issues, the great issues of our times, and analyzing events and policies and people against those criteria. But there's something else that has become increasingly clear to me, and that is that we need to now begin to talk about what are the principles that allow us to bring freedom and prosperity to all the nations. The American media is primarily, and properly so, focused on the United States. What is it that we do to maximize the value and freedom and prosperity here? But I'm a citizen of the world, and so are all of you. And I've been traveling around the world for many, many years and working in many, many nations. And at this point, I'm pressed to talk about what are principles that are going to be needed to reestablish freedom and prosperity as we continue to go down that dark road towards economic judgment. I'm not saying that, I'm not Chicken Little. I'm not saying the sky is falling. What I'm saying, and increasingly, the pundits in every realm of social economic analysis, they're beginning to say the same thing. The system is breaking down. There needs to be a reevaluation, another look, a fresh look at why are we here, what got us here, and how do we get out of it. In other words, we're talking about the current situation, a bridge period between the current situation and whatever is going to have to emerge in the future because of the massive debt and the general breakdown of the social order. So the Transforum, while we've been looking at those things indirectly, we're going to continue to deal with the 6 great issues and analyzing news and events and policies by categorizing them so that we can understand the principles that apply. But we're also going to be dealing with a larger set of issues, what I've called the 12 foundations of freedom and prosperity for the nations, where we're looking at, okay, here's what's going on, but now what do we have to do to begin to replace these systems? It's an exciting time, and the Transforum is a place where we hope to give you what you probably won't be able to get anywhere else. This is Dennis Peacock saying, hey guys, let's engage. It's time.